Hey guys, so I'm making this video as I promised to show you the Boxster. This is a very precious car. Whenever it's parked, there's a cover that I put on it because there's a culprit who sits on the roof of different cars. So to prevent cats from scratching and damaging the roof, I put this cover on. I also have a full cover which is for outdoors and another one for indoors. So I will show you around the car and then we'll go for a test drive. This particular model is a Boxster 987S. So it's got the 3.2 litre naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine placed about here. So it's a mid-engine car. Most of you already know this, but just in case someone's watching who doesn't know. It has a boot in the back and a boot in the front, which is very precious. Decent amount of space. You can put 2 weekend bags or 1 medium-sized bag. The front, I'll show you in a bit, has also a lot of space. The key thing with these cars is to keep them as dry as possible and keep them in places where animals and other things can't jump on them, because the roof it's very solid and sturdy, but it's still fabric, so cats can claw into it. The rear windscreen in this car is glass, because the previous model had the rear windscreen made out of plastic and it used to crack with it. So as we go out to the front, the car has the usual space that any Porsche has, but obviously these modern ones don't come with a spare wheel, so you have a bit more space than the older ones with a spare wheel. As you can see, it's an immaculate car, completely untouched, unscratched, and very well maintained all around. It also has, as you saw, the lights flashed. If you unlock either of the boots and you don't open the doors, after a few seconds it will lock itself because it thinks that you probably forgot to lock it. But if you put your keys in the boot by accident, then you're stuck outside. So it has a red interior. It looks a bit different in video, but in the real world it is what Porsche call the Carrara red, I think. It is beautiful. This particular car is manual and it doesn't have, or didn't have, Bluetooth, because in those days Porsche didn't have Bluetooth in their cars. So I had this Parrot kit installed. Mics are here, 2 mics, one for noise detection and the other one for sound. And it's pretty good because when I ring people they can't even tell I'm in the car, which is amazing for a convertible. It has a little remote here which allows you to answer and hang up calls, change the volume. You can also play your music via Bluetooth, so you can stream your music directly to the car, and there are some cables in here, so if you want to charge your phone or connect the USB or something along those lines. There are these 2 cup holders that are typical Porsche style, so you close this so they don't, if you leave this open and you go around a corner fast, it could swing if the cup has weight in it. There's a little storage space here where I keep a cloth and some other bits and bobs. And this is plastic. This is the wind deflector. I think the newer cars have a mesh instead of plastic. I think they're trying to save weight in every possible way they can. I'll open the roof and show you how quickly it does it. It does it up to 30 miles an hour, so it's pretty awesome if you're driving around, starts to rain. I've stupidly chosen the hottest day of the month by the looks of it to make this video. I'm sweating and boiling, but it's also sunny, so I thought it's better to film this when it's sunny and you can see it properly rather than when it's overcast. That's, as you can see, the seats, everything, immaculate condition. This is why I'm so reluctant to sell this car, because it is such a beauty. I love it. It has a sport steering wheel rather than the standard one, which is quite nice. It's a little thicker and a little smaller. It also has memory seats, and they have key memory, so if you memorize the key, then it will, when you unlock the car, it will change all the settings to how you like it. Electrically controlled rear view mirrors, and the left one dips down when you reverse. So I'm going to start the engine and hopefully you can hear what it sounds like. Again, if you put your headphones on, you might enjoy the sound much better than hearing it on normal speakers. As you can probably, not sure if you can hear this, but the sound is beautiful. Tiring, very hot day, a bit exhausting, but should be good fun. Naturally aspirated engines, the sound they produce is just beautiful. Right, let's hope we don't hit too much traffic and we can do some good filming. Very nice, classic car. I hope this microphone can pick up the sound of this engine. It's so beautiful. Okay, take 2. I thought I was recording for the last 20 minutes, only to find out that the camera wasn't switched on. This stupid thing doesn't have a light at the front, so you have no idea when it's recording or not. So let's start again. This is a Boxster S, 3.2 litre, 6-cylinder, naturally aspirated engine, hydraulic steering wheel, manual transmission, an absolute bundle of joy to drive. Every time I get into this car, it puts a smile on my face. You feel so connected to the engine, to the road, and it doesn't have those modern adjustable dampers or anything, but it still drives so amazingly firm but comfortable at the same time. The roads in London aren't the best, but this thing still works like a charm. The other thing is that because it's well maintained and it looks beautiful, when you sit in it, you don't feel like it's an 11-year-old car. And according to some Porsche dealers, when a Porsche becomes 15 years old, it becomes a classic. So another 4 years, this will be a classic. For me, the key thing is that this car has ABS, it has Porsche stability management, but it's still pure enough to be able to enjoy it. It doesn't cost £1 million. Every time I get into it, I don't think I want to sell it. But when I look at the fact that it's just parked there and I don't use it enough, then I think maybe I should sell it, I'll get more space, and maybe I should replace 2 cars with 1. But in reality, the Panamera and this are 2 completely different things, and I like them for completely different reasons. So they're not comparable, and if I replace both cars with 1, I'm not sure that 1 car would be good enough like an Aston Martin. I mean, second gear, brakes are superb. Of course, I replaced all the brakes and discs, but it's just phenomenal. I know some of my friends laugh when I use the word phenomenal, but this car is absolutely phenomenal. I'm making this video because I promised I would, but I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it. It's not a lot of money, and it's worth maybe just keeping it. I don't know. If anyone's seriously interested, send me a private message via email. My email address is on the channel. But otherwise, I don't know if I want to sell it. The fact that it's mid-engine and it has such a powerful naturally aspirated engine just makes it a bundle of joy. The 718S that I bought, hoping that because this one was so good, if I buy the latest model with all the fancy new gizmos and things, it would be amazing. Unfortunately, it was such a disappointment. I made videos about it, so you know. But this thing never disappoints me. Every time I drive it, it's an absolute pleasure. The thing is, people keep saying, you know, if you're living in London and you drive around everywhere, then you don't want a manual, because having a manual, you get tired and it's an effort. However, in this case, I drive all over London, and even if I'm stuck in traffic, I don't mind, because every time you pull away, the sound and the feeling that you get is amazing. And if I may be so bold to make this statement, which I'm sure is going to annoy many die-hard Porsche fans, I like this car more than I like the 911. I have more fun in this car than I have in the 911, and that's just because it's mid-engine, manual. You have the feel through the steering wheel. It's hydraulic, it's not electric, and there's something special about this car. Perhaps I like this car more than I like the 911 is because I'm not a very good driver. Because maybe people who are better drivers can enjoy the car properly. Whereas for me, having a mid-engine car, which is more stable, gives me more comfort. Plus, as soon as you change the gears and the clutch engages, you accelerate, and the feeling you get from the accelerator and the sound that comes from the engine is just great. You just feel like you and the machine are one, and it's listening to your commands. I wonder if this is drive-by-wire or if this has an electric accelerator. If anyone knows, do let me know, because it is very responsive. There was just one thing that I liked in the 718 Boxster, and I think it's again down to me not being a very good driver. I don't know how to do the heel toe, and well, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to do it properly. So the Boxster S, the 718, with the Sport Chrono package, if you put it into sport mode, it would do the throttle blip for you, which was really awesome, because as you drove along, it made you sound like you're a really good driver. A bit of cheating, but it felt good. Seriously, this car sometimes makes me love the 911 less. I don't know if I showed you this, but I had my 911 wrapped in white with stripes on it, and the girl who was working at the shop, she saw my phone, which was yellow because I had a yellow car. So when I had it wrapped, she said, "Would you like me to wrap your phone to match with your car?" And I was like, okay. If I don't like it, I can always remove it. And she did this. Actually looks nice. I haven't removed it.